Hello everyone. Welcome back to Golf Cart Garage. How are y'all doing? Oh, got people in the room already, I see. Kurt Bauer. Let's see some swag. What's up, Kurt? Everybody showed up on a good day today. Today we are going to give away a hat. We are live right now. This is Tuesday the 19th. I am Tim, by the way, in case you don't know, with Golf Cart Garage. I work for Golf Cart Garage. We come here every Tuesday and Thursday. We're live right now on YouTube and Facebook, and today is a hat giveaway contest. Occasionally, every now and then, we give away a hat and a little bag of swag with some trinkets. We are going to give away a hat today. So everybody who comments in the chat, you are being entered as we speak. You are being entered into the hat giveaway. Let me see if we're rolling on Facebook really good. We are. We're rolling on Facebook. This goes for people on Facebook too. If you comment on Facebook, you will be entered in the hat giveaway contest, which we will stop the entries about on question 9 of the regular questions. We'll stop the entries at that time. Kevin Salyer on Facebook. What's up, Kevin? 28 sunny in Northwest Indiana. Daryl Kimbler, you're in. Just checking, have not been here for a bit. Daryl, you came on a good day. We're going to give away a hat. You are entered. Stick around till the end of the episode so you'll see if you win. Stephen Kuhn, what's up? Gene, what's going on? 28, Lower Michigan. We got below freezing last night here, believe it or not, in central Arkansas. A little bit below freezing, but it was a fluke. I looked at the extended forecast and it was just a one-time thing for the next 10 days or so. We're not going to get that cold again, but it's beautiful. You know, it's brisk and sunny. 33 and sunny in Southwest Indiana. Mike Irwin. Big Mike, 17 here in Northwest Indiana. Dang. Rock Dog, 44 in Athens. Jim Mendel, what's up, Jim Mendel? You stopped in on a good day, Jim. We're going to give away a hat, and you are now entered in the contest. Club Car 2002 has what I would call a pronounced wobble, which seems to be coming from the rear passenger side. Tire pressure is correct, new bushings and shim installed by Club Car dealer. Well, the first thing I would do, Jim, is I would have somebody ride behind you and see if you can see it. You know, if it's a pronounced wobble, you should be able to see it. Get somebody to ride behind you or walk behind you at a slow pace and drive at a slow pace so they can look at your passenger side tire and see if you got something going on there. That's the first thing I would do. Ricky Smith, what's up, Ricky? Keith and Chris from Palmetto, Florida. Helpless, yeah, it is chilly in central Arkansas, isn't it? Helpless. Lloyd Lou, good morning, Tim. 56, raining in Central California. It's Tim in a box. Where's his Rock Dog, you're talking about my entry there. Jack in the Box entry. Larry Consley, what's going on, Larry? Gary England, hey Tim and everybody. Rusty Brinkley, nice entrance. Thank you, Rusty. You're entered, by the way, Rusty. Everybody who has said something is entered in the contest, so you got to hang around. As we all prepare to celebrate, let's remember our troops everywhere in those devastated by severe weather. That is true, Greg. That is true, Greg Elliott. Shout out to our troops everywhere and everybody that's devastated by severe weather. Mike Irwin, cool, need a hat. Yep, we're giving one away today, Mike. David Shelley from cold Florida Keys. Yeah, 65 degrees. Yep. Up to 28, Mike, Big Mike. Eli Dean, what's up, Eli? Stephen Kuhn. Stephen Kuhn says, Tim, you need to let me win. My birthday is in 10 days. Nate, hey Tim, me and my dad drove my golf cart to our neighborhood Christmas party at my neighbor's house, and we left about 8 p.m. and barely made it up the hill. Hello, Tim. Welcome from Eric Boucher. First time here from California, Larry Twitty. Picked a good day, Larry. We're going to give away a hat. You are now entered in the contest. Randy, hi, Tim, 42, and is that Kansas City? D-Max, what's up, D-Max? Tire is fine. Any other suggestions? Tire removed, jacked up, check lug nuts, and not play side to side. Other ideas? Well, this is what I would do. Did you just recently switch tires or anything, or did anything happen to your tires, Jim? Because I have seen a tire out of round before, and if you've got the rear end off the ground, you can touch the accelerator pedal and spin that tire and just watch it, and you can even take a piece of wood or something and use as a reference to hold it real steady and watch that tire and see if it's going up and down, getting closer to your reference point. I've had to do that many times to try to find some type of wobble. Eric Carter, hello from Ohio, listening at work. I believe he meant listening there. He said listening, but listening at work. William Moore, good afternoon, Tim Chili. Eric Boucher, Connecticut, I've been without power for over 24 hours. Dang. Clay Mathis, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year from Timber Pines in Spring Hill, Florida, 60 degrees. Cobra Black, what's going on? Cobra Black, AKA somebody. Who is it? What's your other identity, Cobra? I can't remember. I know I have a good memory, but I can't remember everything. Nate Medlin, the cart was fully charged at 41.1 when we left our house, and it sat outside while at the party with the power switch off, and it dropped to 38.2 for total pack voltage. We're talking about what are we talking about here, Nate? I can't remember. Is it your cart is that Marathon, so it's a 36 volt cart. All right, so it dropped to 38.2 for total pack voltage. See, that still sounds fine. That 38.2 is fine on a 36 volt cart, because when you were at 41, that was just surface voltage, because a 36 volt cart won't show 41 resting voltage. It will show 41.1, like if you just recently pulled the charger off of it, it'll show that. So that 38.2 is fine for resting voltage. David Shelley says you may have a bent rim. That's what I'm saying. If he does, you should be able to spot it by spinning the tire. Joseph Simmons, I'm late but in the house. What's up, Joseph? New tires and thanks for your help. New tires, Jim Mendel. Okay, what about rim there? Well, I understand, Jim, I'll tell you what I've seen. I've seen out of round new tire. I've seen that too. You know, there's a lot of very inexpensive tires out there. I have seen a new tire that was out of round. So that's why I keep saying, you know, see if you can spot it. Okay, Reggie from Candy America. That's right, Cobra. That's right. I knew it was something. Hello from Long Island, David Adams. What's going on, David Adams? Eric Boucher ordered a Plum Quick rattlesnake. It's a 6-week lead time, so I got about 3.5 left till I get it. Cool. Yep, you should like that. David Adams, first time here. Well, thank you for showing up, David Adams. And you picked a good day because we are going to give away a hat today, and you are entered in the contest. You are entered in the giveaway. Kevin Rabbit, 68, sunny in Port Aransas, Texas. Kevin Rabbit on Facebook. Keith and Chris from Palmetto. Ricky Hall. What's up, Ricky Hall? What's your favorite brand of single battery lithium? 36 or 48? The 36 or 48 doesn't really matter. It's, you know, that's whatever your cart is, you know, unless you're ready to do a 48 volt conversion, you know, if you have a 36 volt cart. But if you just putting a 36 volt single in your 36 volt cart, that's fine. You don't have to do the 48 volt conversion. But we sell Eco, you know, as the single batteries here at golfcartgarage.com. So for now, that's my favorite brand. Cold and chilly in Long Island, David Tony on Facebook. Where else are you live? Where else are you live? What do you mean there, David? Lynn Scrapper. What's going on, Lynn Scrapper on Facebook? First time here, Helpless Garage. I have 4 out of round brand new Duro tires on mine. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if your tires are new. I have seen it, and so has Helpless. He's got four brand new Duro tires out of round. I've heard all kinds of ways to try to fix that, and I don't know if it's never really helped me or not, but I have overinflated them, and let them sit in the sun while they're overinflated. You put too much air in them and then let them sit right out in the sun in the summertime, and then put it down to the correct pressure and see if that helps. I mean, you can do that to try to get an out-around tire back to its original shape, but sometimes it's just a matter of the tire not being constructed well. Rich Eastmain. Abraham was originally converted my 2002 G22 to Navitas AC lithium and gets squirrely at over 27. How to solve this? Well, I tell you what I did. I have a cart that goes way over 27. So I had a lot of issues that I had to take under consideration. And once you start getting past a certain mile per hour, it may become important that you have your tires and wheels balanced, just like an automobile. Because that cart's not really designed, or the original tires and wheels aren't designed to go over about anywhere between 15 and 19 miles an hour. So you start getting too fast, it comes into play that you might have to take your tires and wheels and get them balanced. I had mine on my race car. I had them balanced at an automotive shop because I was going way over 27 though. But 27 is kind of booking it too. Bruce from Westfield, Wisconsin. John Shear, hey Tim. Isn't it hat day? It is, John. We're giving a hat away today. We are giving a hat away today. We're going to stop later on just to give my assistant executive producer time to enter all these names, and you are entered. You are entered. Stephen Kuhn, overinflate and drive 5 miles can help those square tires. Yep, that's what I'm saying. Put them overinflate, put them in the sun on a real hot day, let them get soft, and then drive on them, and then see if that helps. That would be the only thing that you could do with an out-of-round tire if you discover that you have one. Was asking where else are you live? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but I found it on YouTube. David, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I said live, and I should have known you meant live. I'm live on Facebook and YouTube, David. Yeah, you're right. Got you. All right. I can go 44 miles an hour, but way too squirrely, so I limit it now. Jim Mandel says thank you. Yeah, there comes a point in your mile per hour game that you're going to have to start thinking about things you don't normally have to think of on a normal golf cart, because you're way over a normal golf cart. And one of those things, like I said, is having your tires balanced. Okay, I never did run the social media links, so I'm going to run them. You can follow us on Facebook and YouTube. That's where we are live right now. But you can also follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you like those platforms. You can follow us over there. If you have not liked and subscribed on Facebook and YouTube, please do so. It helps. It helps keep everything going. Okay, we got that. Let's get started with the regular questions so we don't run long today because of the hat giveaway. This is from Leonard. I have a 6-passenger golf cart. I'm wondering if the tire air pressure is the same in your blog, which is 20 to 22 psi recommended, but does the same rule apply for a 6-passenger ride? Well, it's not going to be specific to 6-passenger. It's going to be specific to the tire itself. I mean, it's going to say it on the side of the tire. 20 to 22 pounds is what's recommended on our website, because that's what most stock OEM golf cart tires on 8-inch rims, 18 inches tall on 8-inch rims. That's what most of them say, is 20 to 22. But they all say it on the sidewall. So look at yours on the sidewall of your 6-passenger kit and see what they say and do what they recommend. Saved Rich. Merry Christmas, Tim, from Michael and sunny and cool North Louisiana. Oh, this is Michael, the Doobie Brothers, Michael. Is that right? Michael? How's it going? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, by the way, we're giving a hat away in case you didn't know. Okay. I was asking where else are you live. Madeline Perez. Wait, River Rides Golf Buggies. Good afternoon. Hey, River Rides, what's going on, man? Thank you for stopping by. You stopped in on a good day. Tim, quick and easy question for you. Yeah, that's yet to be seen, Maddie. But what would be a minimum charge on a 12-volt battery for a charger to pick up? That's going to depend on a lot of things. Are we talking about just a single 12-volt battery and with single 12-volt charger? Or are you talking about a 48-volt golf cart that has 12-volt batteries and they're trying to make their regular golf cart charger pick up? I mean, just want to make sure that I'm answering the question that you're asking. I'll come back on Facebook here in a minute and see. William Rizzo, hey Tim and good people. What's up, William? Jerry Kelly, hi from Texas. What's up, Jerry? Yeah, Saved Rich is who I thought you are, who I thought you were. See, I have a pretty good memory, don't I? 48 volt with 12 volt. Okay, now I understand what you're saying, Maddie. It's going to, there's not a specific set number. They're all going to vary a little bit, but I would think somewhere around 40 volts, the normal golf cart charger should come on, 36 to 40 volts, somewhere in that range. On a 48 volt car, it should be able to pick up, but you really want to try to get the cart as close to 48 total as you can. Like, you know, especially if it's got 4 12s, that should be easy to do. It should be easy to get it all the way to 48. Because 4 12s, you could charge one of those 12s with just a regular automotive 12-volt charger. So they can charge each one of those 12s individually, and if you had all of those up to 12 volts, then you're going to have 48 volts in the whole pack. So that should be easy to do. Should be an easy problem for them to fix because they have 4 12s. It's a little more difficult when you got 6 8s, or even 6 6s is a little bit more difficult unless you understand about charging across 2 6 volts, but on 4 12s it's relatively easy to do. William Rizzo, sunny but bit cold in the villages. 56. Yeah, that's a bit cool. Number 2 is where we're at. This is from Dinah. At what rate do I need to charge my new TH75 batteries and how many amps? Well, TH75s, that means you have a 48 volt cart if you have TH75s, because those are 8 volt batteries. All right. 48 volt chargers for 48 volt cars. If we're talking about transformer chargers, they're generally Club Card 48 volt power drive chargers. They're generally about 13 amps. They're 13 amp chargers. All right. That's max, 13 amps. So they go a little bit past 13 amps if your batteries are dead. But what happens is they start out really, really high, and then the amperage drops off as the voltage rises in the pack. The amps go down as the volts come up. So the amp rate changes throughout the charge cycle. Number 3. This is from Diego Mana. I tried to connect my cart's new batteries with the run tow switch in the run position and got some sparks on one battery. But then I flipped the position to tow and I'm still getting sparks. Is that normal? I'd say that's normal, especially if there's a resistor across the solenoid, because it's still connected. If there's a resistor across the 2 big posts of the solenoid, it's not an open connection just because you put it in tow. It's still connected because of that resistor. I wouldn't worry too much about it if it didn't cause any problems to your cart. If everything else is working fine, I wouldn't worry about it. Number 4. Let me check Facebook first before I go to number 4. Madeline Perez says, got it, thank you. Shout out to Madeline, by the way. That's one of our excellent team members here at Golf Cart Garage. She must have a customer on the phone, so she's asking me live. River Rides Golf Buggies. Hey Tim, I have a customer's early 90s Hyundai golf cart in the shop. with a V270G Suzuki 8.5 motor. Any recommendations as to where to find parts? Look like it will need a new top end. The only place that I would know, if I had that in my shop and I was looking for parts, the first place I would go to would be Vintage Golf Cart Parts. I mean, I'm sure if you're not familiar with them, then you should get familiar. They have some old stuff there. I don't know if they're going to have any Hyundai stuff or not, but I would go there first. And if you didn't have any luck, vintagegolfcartparts.com. If you didn't have any luck there, then I would go to one of the golf cart forums, one of the main golf cart forums, which is either buggiesgonewild.com and cartaholics.com. I'd go to both of those golf cart forums and look around and see if they have a Hyundai section and ask about parts, maybe even become a member and post your questions. Someone else may be able to help you with that, but that's going to be difficult. I would bet you that's going to be difficult to find what you're looking for there. I'm glad I'm not in that predicament that you are in there, with a customer. I was on number 4 is where I was at. This is from Susie. We have a 2003 E-Z-GO TXT Shuttle Gas. It's modified and it runs at 35 miles per hour. Man, I'd like to know what they did to it to make it run like that. My husband wants to make sure that it gets good stopping power, and he was wondering if he can put front and rear brakes on the car. We'd like to know your opinion. Thank you. A 2003 E-Z-GO TXT Shuttle Gas? Sure you can. Sure you can. If it's a TXT, then you can get, if it's a TXT, that means the front end is just like a TXT, all right, the front end of the car. Just because it's longer, 6-passenger, it doesn't matter, the front end. And you can get a Jake's hydraulic disc brakes to add to the front end. Like right now, you only have drum brakes in the rear. Well, you can add hydraulic disc brakes to the front. Let me see if I have that. But yeah, SKU number, go to golfcartgarage.com and then plug this into the search bar. This is the SKU number, and it'll take you straight to it, what I'm talking about there. That's 7210. Plug that into the search bar. That'll take you to the Jake's brakes that you can add to the front end of an E-Z-GO TXT. Now, if that's right, at that point, those work in conjunction with your normal rear brakes. So you basically just doubled your braking power just with that move. If that's still not enough, if your rear brakes aren't any good, you don't feel like that they stop very good, you can replace those with a mechanical disc setup that would work in conjunction with your new hydraulic fronts. So, and the SKU number for that is going to be, go to golfcartgarage.com, in the search bar, plug in BRK-203. That will take you to some mechanical disc brakes that you can put in the rear. It completely replaces your drum brakes in the rear with mechanical disc. And then you would have the maximum amount of stopping power that I know of that you could put on a TXT. I just have the mechanical disc in the rear on 2 TXTs, and they work excellent, but it's just the rear. I don't know how much braking you actually need. With 6 passengers, I understand you're going to need something. Recently received my wiring harness from GCG in anticipation that Santa will be bringing me a light kit next week. Cool. Helpless Garage, that's who that was. Hey Tim, late arriving. Joe Foster, you made it, Joe. We're giving away a hat today, by the way. You got to hang around to the end, Joe. You are now entered in the hat contest. You are entered. Jonathan Luzak. Hey there, how are you? What's up, Jonathan? How's it going, man? That's Big Mike's little brother, if I'm not mistaken. Number 5 is where I'm at over here. This is from Philip Marchisa. Marchisa? Is that how you say that? Philip Marchisa. I bet that's it. Marchisa. All right, I have a E-Z-GO TXT 2008 with a run tow maintenance switch, and the FNR is a toggle switch on the dash. So what does that mean, everybody? That means he has an E-Z-GO TXT PDS cart in 2008 with the forward and reverse switch on the dash beside the key That means that with a tow maintenance switch, that's a 2008 PDS. I'm looking for a speed controller because my cart is having some trouble climbing the slight grades at our campground. I was told replacing the controller could improve its performance. Is that true? Or do I need to order parts to replace? Or do I need other parts to replace? You are on the right track, Philip. I would replace the controller first. Do that, see what you get out of that deal. And then after that point, you can add some other parts that will work really good in conjunction with your new controller. So get you a high amp controller for an E-Z-GO PDS and see what that got you. Okay, that was number 5. Now we're on number 6. This is from Anonymous. Anonymous, that guy asked a lot of questions. Hi, Tim. I was wondering if I could adjust a 6-inch lift to be a 4-inch lift. Is that actually possible? Well, with a good welder, anything is possible with a good welder, but it's going to be difficult. You're just going to have to figure out a way to take 2 inches out, depending on what kind of lift kit it is. You know, if you got blocks in the rear, then you got to figure out how to take 2 inches of block out in the rear, and in the front, depending on what kind of lift kit you got. If it's a drop axle, you know, that you get your lift, then you got to figure out how to take 2 inches out of that. You're going to have to cut 2 inches out and then weld it back together, you know. So anything's possible, but it would be difficult. It'd be a lot less trouble just to get the lift kit that you want. Paul Fortune, great day in Madison, Georgia. What's going on, Paul Fortune? Golf Cart Garage says that any 6-inch lift is a 4-inch lift kit if you hit enough holes with heavy passengers on it. Okay, over here on Facebook, I got David Tony says, would you recommend a Navita 600 amp controller for an RXV with a Curtis controller with a 51 volt lithium battery, and should I replace the stock OEM 36 solenoid with a 48 one? No, don't do the solenoid, because RXVs, believe it or not, they have a weird electrical system. They're supposed to have that 36 volt solenoid in there. But if you're going to go with, I've heard good things about the controller replacement in an RXV, David. I've heard good things. There's all kinds of videos on YouTube. The people, that's all they did. They put a new controller in their RXV and the thing will run like crazy. And there are lots of videos giving just that one mod accolades. But keep in mind, your cart is supposed to run off with 36 volt solenoid. I don't know why they did that. That's the only one out there that does that I'm aware of. 48 wouldn't make any difference. In fact, you might hurt something if you put a 48 volt in there, because obviously they have it wired to activate off 36, you know, in the OEM configuration. So when you look at the controller, the 600 amp Navitas for your cart, I think you'll find that they're going to recommend a heavy duty solenoid, but they're not going to recommend going to a 48. That's not what heavy duty means. It's just a little bit more amperage that it can handle. So a 36 volt heavy duty would be what you would need. But yeah, I would recommend that in a minute. Tina Wilson on Facebook. Hello there. Hello, Tina Wilson. Thank you for stopping by. You are entered in the hat giveaway contest, Tina Wilson, by the way. You have a chance to win. If you hang around to the end, we're going to pick a random winner, and you are entered. For a good heavy front leaf spring for a 17 TXT. Big Mike wants Dave to give him a link for a heavy-duty front leaf spring for a 17 TXT. You know, Mike, I think I have one sitting on the shelf over there. If Dave can't hook you up, if Golf Cart Garage can't hook you up, then I'm almost certain that I have heavy-duty leaf springs on the shelf over there for a TXT, but I'll double check. It's a big project to change. Is it a big project to change? No, it's not that big a deal. You got to take your floor mat up, Big Mike. you gotta remove your floor mat. And you know, if you got rusted seal plate bolts, that can be a pain. But if your seal plates come off easy enough, then the floor mat removed, obviously you've got to take the axle out, front axle and all that, in order to change those springs. Gary England says, is there any kind of run flat technology for golf carts while trail riding? Well, I'm a big fan, or not a big fan, but I have slimed mini tires. You know what I mean? The green stuff in the bottle, Gary. That's it's not necessarily run flat, but it will definitely keep your tires from losing pressure slowly. And if you get little puncture wounds, you know, it seals them up. So that's what I would do, and try that first, is just get some of that. There's all kinds of different ones besides slime. I think slime was the first one that came out, the green stuff. And it's at Walmart, but there's all kinds of different competition now. I'll check and see what they are, Big Mike, but I think I have TXT heavy duties. But I'll check and see what it is. I don't have any use for them. I got them for a project that I never used them. David Shelley says that stuff works great. Talking about the slime stuff. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Let's see, did I do number 5? I think I did, didn't I? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Number 6. Yep, I did that. Going to number 7. There you go, Mike. He posted it in there, the link to heavy duty TXT front leaves. Number 7. This is from Warner. Can I change out my stock solenoid without changing my controller? I don't see why not, Warner. You can change your stock solenoid. You don't have to change your controller. The solenoid is just a on-off. It's an electrically operated on-off switch. That's all it is. It's just an on-off switch. So yeah, you can change it out as long as you change it to the same voltage, activation voltage. Like if your car is 36 volt, change it to a 30. No, unless you have an RXV that has the weird thing we were talking about just a second ago. In general, you know, whatever your battery pack voltage is, that's the voltage of solenoid that you have to get, because they're talking about the activation coil in the solenoid is 36 volts. That was 7. Yeah, that was 7 from Warner. All right, we got a couple of more questions, and then we're going to shut the entries down for the hat contest. We're fixing to do number 8. Okay, Facebook is still going. Number 8. We'll shut it off after number 9. Number 8 is from Greg Peterson. What are the biggest off-road tires and custom rims I can put on a factory E-Z-GO, no lift, 2 passengers, about 200 pounds each? It has 18 by 8.5 by 8 on it now. Well, see, stock tires are 18s, all right? There's not really a tire in between an 18 and a 20. At least they're not advertised like that. So you may or may not be able to fit 20s on there, but that's going to be your next step from 18s. You only really have one choice to try, is 20s. You know, get something in a 20-inch tire and see if that works for you. It's going to be an experiment, especially with 400 pounds of people on there. I doubt you're going to be able to do 20s without a problem. So you may be stuck with sticking with 18s. If I don't drive my cart, this is D-Max, if I don't drive my cart all year, how often should I put the charger on it, Tim? As often as you think about it, I'd say, like every week or 2 at the most. You know, I'd rather say you do it every week. Just let the charger go through its a charge cycle and shut off. I mean, it shouldn't drain that much in a week, but it is going to drain some. And like I said before, golf cart batteries, deep cycle lead acid batteries, they like to be fully charged. That's their favorite state to be in. They don't like to be drop-in. They don't like to drop down below their nominal voltage, which would be whatever the card is, 36 volts or 48 volts. Yeah, as long as it's a smart charger, D-Max, then you know it's going to sense how much charge is in the batteries, and then it's going to, so it's not going to hurt anything. As long as it's a smart charger that shuts off, an auto shut off charger. Okay, we are going to do number 9, and then we're going to shut the entries down on number 9. Paul Fortune, how to check the OBC for a Club Car DS? Can I put a 22 11x8 on the same rim that is stock? Yes, you can, because it's an 8-inch rim. You can put 22-inch tires on an 8-inch rim. I've had that before, Paul. I've had a cart that had 22s on 8s, and it was very, very smooth, because you got to understand, 22s on 8, that gives you a whole lot of room, whole lot of sidewall that you can play with air pressure. So 22 by 11 by 8 is actually a good setup for a golf cart if it's not too fast. You don't want to put that setup on a fast golf cart, but just like a woods crawler, that's a good setup. It rides really smooth. You're never going to have a big problem. You probably like the way that it rides. I think I was telling this story on one of the episodes that one of my smoothest carts that I ever had was an E-Z-GO Marathon with a lift kit on it, and it had 22 by 11 by 8s on it. 22 by 11 by 8s, but they were big, puffy tires, and it was just float through the woods. It was not fast, but it was real nice riding cart. Number 9 from JR Cruz. I'm looking at the 3-inch drop spindle lift for my golf cart. Does it allow for front end alignment? My cart is a 2010 Precedent. Well, it allows for toe in and toe out only. You have to understand, complete front end alignment would be toe in, toe out, caster and camber. That would be complete front end alignment. But most lift kits only allow for toe in and toe out. Some of the more expensive ones come in with an addition of camber and caster adjustment. All right, that is going to be it. The last person that typed in on Facebook was Tina Wilson. The last person that typed in on YouTube was Paul Fortune. And so the contest, the entries for the hat giveaway contest is now over while my executive producer is tallying the results, and we'll give an announcement here in a little bit. How to check the OBC on Club Car DS. Now, Paul, there is a very complicated test in the back of a Club Car service manual that tells you exactly which wire and all this kind of stuff. I don't remember exactly how it is, because it's very easy to do if you have access to another golf cart, another club car. Like take your charger. See, you eliminate things. This is what most people do. You eliminate your charger as being a problem, like giving it to someone else and have them put it on their golf cart, make sure it shuts off. All right. Take their charger, put it on your golf cart, see if you get the same results. All right. If you do, then you've got it narrowed down to one of two things already. It's either your battery pack or your OBC, one or the other. If you eliminate the charger, get the charger out of the situation. If your charger just never shuts off after 16 to 18 hours, it's most likely going to be your OBC. That's what you're looking at. But I'd have questions about your battery pack too, and I'd want to try another charger, make sure it does the same thing. But like I said, if you wanted to get on the internet, you may be able to find that, or one of the golf cart forums like I talked about. You could go to Buggy's Gone Wild, and somebody may have it explained how to check the OBC with the pin out and everything, exactly what you're looking for. I just don't remember exactly what it is on top of my head. Okay, that was done. Oh, well then, if you don't have batteries yet, then the best thing to do would be wait till you get batteries. Joe Foster says, Tim, GCG, your program is so informative and educational. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for saying that, Joe. I appreciate that. I really do. Eric says, if you go with a new Summit charger, you don't have to worry about the OBC because you connect the charger directly to the batteries. That is true. That is true. Twisted Mopar. Hello, everyone. You came in a little bit late, Twisted. Catherine, is there a... Okay, did y'all hear that? That was the announcement. You came in a little bit late, Twisted Mopar, to get entered in the hat giveaway contest. We shut it down one question ago. You're one question late, and we've already have a winner. She just texted me. I just got the announcement. But thanks for stopping by, Twisted Mopar. Paul Fortune says thanks. Helpless says 39 people and only 3 likes. Let's bump that up. Thank you, Helpless. Last question, last scheduled question, and then we'll announce the winner. We're not going to do it. Let's see this episode because it would run too long. Twisted said it's okay, just got in on a lunch break. And one of those likes is my wife there, Helpless. Does the old charger connection, this is from Dixon, does the old charger connection need to be removed to use the Summit 2 charger? Absolutely not. It does not need to be removed. You can. In fact, it may be recommended to leave it in place. You know, even if your Summit 2 is wired directly to your battery pack, you might have to leave that in place because if it's an E-Z-GO golf cart, there's a reed switch in there and it's got to be hooked to the battery for the cart to run. So it depends on which one you have. But yeah, I would just leave it in place. William Rizzo says, I was the 18th like. All right, there were actually There were actually 47 total entries into the hat giveaway today. 47 total entries. That's got to be a record there. 47. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you for showing up. And the winner, you ready? I'm going to put up the Let's See graphic for this. Let's see the winner of the Bag of Swag contest, who I will call when I get off the air. I'll call you personally. I'll put my email up. Catherine, if you don't mind, type my email address into the chat there, so this person can send me an email after this show. I'll do it if you can't do it. The winner of today's Bag of Swag is none other than, let me see if he's in the room. I know he is. I can't remember where he was at, though. There he is. David Shelley. You just won a hat. David Shelley. Mr. Bent Rim, or Mr. Out Around Tire, or Mr. Sir Walter. I think I missed you there, Sir Walter. I got you now. How's it going? David Shelley is the winner of the next Bag of Swag. I want to thank everybody for commenting. Everybody was entered. There were, like I said, there was 47 entries. It was a random deal. Do you know how to get in touch with me, David Shelley? Do I need to put my email up there, or do you know what it is? David Adams thought it was him. When I said David. Yep, just barely missed it. David Shelley says you have a great show. Well, thank you, David. Do you know how to get in touch with me? Do I need to put my email address out there for you? It's the 00 Tim Freeman at Gmail, Catherine. 00 Tim Freeman at Gmail. I got somebody about to type it in there for you, David. Send me an email with your contact information, David Shelley, and I will give you a call here in a few minutes if that's okay. When we go off the air, if you're not busy, I'll give you a call and ask you some top secret security questions just to make sure you verify your identity, and we'll get your hat on the way. Let's see on Facebook. Do you sell whip sticks? You mean, what do you mean there, Tina? Like the people that ride around in the sand dunes and they got to have the stick that pokes up with the flag on it? Is that what you're talking about? Because if that's, okay, I'm not sure if we sell those or not. I've never talked to anyone about those. Go to golfcartgarage.com and just type in flag and see if that takes you anywhere. Because I'm not sure. I don't know if I've ever seen those on our site or not. That's a good question, actually. I don't know. Never had anybody ask me about that before. But some people, I can understand. You live in certain areas and certain situations of hills and stuff. I understand what the safety factor about that is. All right, that looks like, let's see, oh, no, that's not quite it. If you'd like to buy a hat, by the way, this is the hats. That's the hats that David Shelley's going to get to choose from. I need to remember to ask you which color when I talk to you on the phone, but you can buy a hat from Golf Cart Garage if you would like to. There's some hot links in the description that take you right to them if you'd like to purchase a hat. And or you can wait and take your chances on winning one, because we give one away just about every month. It seems like we do a hat giveaway every month. I wanted to get this one done before the Christmas holidays. We got one more episode and then we're out for a whole week for the holidays, so we will be back Thursday. If you would like to contact us for any reason, then you can. There's support@golfcartgarage.com email. There's my email, if you wanted to ask me something directly. I've just posted it in the chat. But that support email, if you wanted to go that route, that's fine. That link is on the first page of golfcartgarage.com. There's the phone number. If you have any suggestions on products or anything like that, we'd like to hear it. So get in touch with us there. Big Mike says, got to work. See you guys Thursday. All right, Mike. Like the green color. Might see if my wife can get me one for Christmas. That's a good idea, William. Here is the coupon. If you would like to purchase something from golfcartgarage.com, then you can get 5% off any parts you order if you use coupon code TIM17. That's TIM17. This is my new coupon code. This one doesn't expire till January the 20th. Get 5% off any parts you order. And use TIM17 at checkout. Okay. Be safe, Big Mike. Darn it, needed a hat to keep my head warm. Oh, well, congrats, Dave. That's Kurt. That's right, Kurt. You haven't won one yet, have you? Hey, man, it's random. Got to be fair. Got to be fair. David Adams, Merry Christmas. Fantastic show. I'll be back for the next one. Thank you, David Adams. Link to hats. Stephen Kuhn, if you just want a fiberglass stick orange flag bicycle department. Oh, that's a good idea. If we don't have that, if we don't have what you were asking for, Tina, go to a bicycle department, because they probably have that. That's a good idea. All right, let's see. We talked about the 48 volt charger amp rate and how it starts out high around 13 amps or more, and then slowly, varies and drops off. That was the title to this episode, was 48 volt charger amp rate. We did the social media, we did the hats, we did the giveaway. We did the David Shelley. Congratulations again, David Shelley. I will be calling you here shortly after I get off of the air and check my email. And we did the coupon and we've done the contact. Enjoyed the show today, Tim. Thank you, Stephen. If I missed Thursday, then you have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. See, I was going to wait until Thursday before I said Merry Christmas and everything to everybody, because we're going to be back one more time. But I wanted to go ahead and get that hat giveaway out, get that taken care of. So I'm glad that got done. But we will be back Thursday before we're off for an entire week. Like next week is not going to be any lives, and we're not going to be live on Tuesday or Thursday of next week. I'm going to be traveling, like I said. I've got some traveling to do. I got a 3-state thing to do. Got to visit my in-laws and my mother, and somehow get back to Arkansas in time for New Year's. But we'll make it work. Merry Christmas, everyone, and a Happy New Year. Thank you, William. All right, guys, I will see everybody on Thursday. Congratulations again, David Shelley. I'll call you here in a few minutes. The garage is now closed.